wanted to share with y'all something that I have come up with as a way to package my artwork for shows, particularly. I guess it would work for shipping as well, but anyways, so right here I have a series of paintings that are all 16 by 20, so this works nicely. This particular method works really nicely for when you have a lot of different paintings with the same size and dimensions. So I'll just kind of show you what it looks like. So what I've used here is just like a strip of foam, and I've just cut out the space for the paintings to slide in. So this is what kind of like a strip would look like. It's not a huge strip. I actually just used foam that was left over from a cushion that we were making for a bench in our house. And so yeah, and so then I just cut out the space needed for the painting, and then it slips into the so then you take a painting like this, for example, and on this side I have one already here. Let's see if you can kind of get where you can see it. So it just kind of slides in there on this side, and then that kind of basically it's like a shock absorber. And then on this side I have that one there. And then yeah, so then I just stack them in there in their rows. I kind of do back to back and front to front with all of them. And yeah, so you can fit several in there. And I'm not sure exactly what happened to the other piece that goes here, but so for places where you either don't have that piece, or if you're doing several like different ones in different size boxes, or even in an individual box, you just take like a block of foam like this, so it can be as thin as this, and then you just slip it in the corner there and slip it on it where it kind of just, it's like it doesn't really have to go you know, cover very much. It just needs to cover enough to keep it from shifting, and then it basically, it's like a shock absorber. It's soft and cushioned, and it's only touching the painting very minimally, and then it just kind of keeps them from banging into each other when you're driving or traveling. So let me see if I can put another one in here too and show kind of what that looks like all together. So you put this one down in here like that, and then this kind of could go like that. And actually in this place, what I would normally probably do, because I have this one here in between, I could even just, if I was going to have another one in here, just put this around that one, and then that would create enough tension and cushion here that this one would be fine from being held in by all of the other ones. So let's see if I have another one that's that size over here. Trying to get it where it can be seen. It's a little tricky. So yeah, I would just slide this one in here, and put that there like that. So there you go. And if you're not, you know, maybe for bigger paintings where maybe you don't have the right box size, it also can work for just putting them in your car a lot of times. So then with like bigger paintings, if I'm just putting them directly in my car, I would probably, let me see, I would take just ones like this. I have quite a few of these ones. And I'd, for example, this is just a prepped canvas. I would kind of just put it in between them. Well, why don't I show it with these ones here? Let's see if I can do this like that. So if I wanted them like stacked together, I might put one underneath. Why don't I do it over here? Sorry, not completely thought out on all of this, but anyways, hopefully it'll be helpful to someone who's prepping for an art show. Alright. The other day at the Mountain Brook Art Associating meeting, they were asking us for ideas and tips to share with each other about art shows and things that we found useful and helpful, and I didn't know how to explain this verbally, so I thought, well, maybe I can make a video about it. So if I'm putting it in the car, I usually put some below like this, and that also, if you have a carpet on the bottom of your van or whatever you're using, that usually will keep it from sliding. And then you can also put the next one here, and then I would just put more of those at various places. So usually I'd put maybe like one here in the corner. I'm just gonna stop it for now. And then you'd stack them together, and the next one would come here, and you just put like some pieces, like you'd put maybe one right here. I don't know if you can see that really well, but so I put one in there, and then I put this one like that. So it just keeps them, as you can see, it kind of keeps them from banging into each other. And it's cushioned so it doesn't put too much pressure on them. So you can put as many as you think that the piece needs, or depending on however much it's going to be jostled and moving, depending on where it is. And so sometimes I would put one, I guess I can just show how I would do it. So yeah, you can just like put some more like that, or you can stick some, you could put some on this one as well, and then you just keep stacking them together. And it helps if you can do ones that are all kind of the same size all together like that. That can tend to help. And so that one already has like a lot of cushion right here. Let's see if I can show you. It has a lot of cushion already because of how, oops, sorry. This is going to be like making people nauseated probably, but anyways. So you can see how that one already has a lot of that, but then down below it doesn't have as much, because that one, the place that there was cushioning down below was on the other one, and so you just kind of will look and see where it needs it. And so in this case it needs one right there, so I'd put one right there on both sides, and if it's like the last one, I might put some underneath as well, so that would stay in place. And if I was worried about this bumping forward onto something, I might put some here as well, so that if it does, but of course the tighter you can pack it in there where it's not gonna, like if it's in the car, you don't want it like doing like that. So anyways, that's how I do that when I'm packing up my artwork for a show. And so it's actually pretty simple. It's a lot easier than, I guess, before I came up with this idea. I used to just kind of almost feel like I had to wrap everything up, like either wrap it up in like a blanket or a piece of fabric, or like packing paper, kind of, something. I don't know how well it works with oil paints. That's the only thing, is I use only acrylic and everything, and most of my stuff is also like I do a protective final coat over it, and so I don't know how it would work with just with oils. Maybe there would be something, I don't know how you normally pack oils for like transportation necessarily, but I suppose what you could do is if there's like maybe some kind of, I don't know if you use like tissue paper or something, I don't know, but you could maybe put that in between here, because you wouldn't want any of this foam to like stick to the oils. But anyways, so yeah, the thing that I definitely like about this is that it's not like touching as much of the painting also, because even with it being soft and foam, it's like you don't want to have to use a whole bunch of packing and have it everywhere all over the place. So I found it to be very useful and very I don't know, it just works really well. So I wanted to share that, and hopefully that can be helpful to someone. It's just foam. It's just regular foam that you can buy at a store. um, you know, we bought this, like I said, for a specific like project, and then used the leftovers. And then this was actually foam from like soundproofing, or not soundproofing, like making a room where the acoustics were better for a lab that was going to be destroyed where my husband used to work. So because the building was going to be destroyed anyways, he was like, okay, well, that was really new foam that they had put on the wall to help with the noise, you know, with like better acoustics, I guess. And so he took those down, and I just use these as well. And sometimes what I do, because it's already got this little groove, is I might use that along the bottom of the painting in the card to help keep it from sliding. So anyways, yeah, that's what I've used, and it's probably a pretty cheap, easy thing to buy at like Joann Fabrics or one of the other fabric stores. And yeah, so anyways, that's what I do.